I'm back at my mini chemistry lab where I've been producing an alternative to bleach called hypochlorous acid. So what I have is a 6-volt battery for electrolysis, and I'm running through, these are carbon electrodes because other electrodes will disintegrate if you do this. Well, that's a solution of table salt and vinegar in equal molar amounts. And the electricity running through it is converting that into hypochlorous acid, HOCl, which is the same stuff that our white blood cells produce to fight off infection. Commercially available bleach is sodium hypochlorite because hypochlorous acid does not store very well. And hypochlorous acid is considerably less toxic because it is neutrally charged, which means you can use a heck of a lot less of it to disinfect at the same rate. And so I came up with another application for the fumes that this produces. It dawned on me that if I enclose this in a crock pot, I could use it to fumigate things that I want to clean. Here I have a microfiber towel that I've been using around the home and a mask. And I'm going to put that into the empty space in this crock pot that I've set up for this. And at the same time disinfect the crock pot. And place the lid back on. Now, instead of using a solution of salt and vinegar, which produces hypochlorous acid, but it also has a vinegar component to it, you could also use a very dilute solution of hydrochloric acid. I showed you guys the other day. The problem with that is that it's very easy to get the concentration wrong, and in that case it will produce chlorine gas. With vinegar it's virtually impossible because even 100% vinegar doesn't have a pH low enough to give you chlorine. Anyways, I'll come back to this in 10 minutes and see how it does on the towel and the mask. I've used the solution to wash colored items and it doesn't take the color out. So because you need a whole lot less hypochlorous acid compared to sodium hypochlorite to get the same disinfection. So that's why it can be used safely on colors and even on your skin, and to some extent ingested, although if you're going to ingest this, I would recommend making sure that you have pure stuff, right? Anyways, we'll come back to this in 10 minutes to see how it does. Alright, so we're here 10 minutes later. Let's take a look how it did to the towel and the mask. So it's already started to fade some of the yellowish stains that we had on there. Unfortunately, my camera doesn't pick up smell because that would probably do the most justice to it. So you gotta let this air out for a few moments before putting it back on, obviously. I'll let you be the judge on that. I don't have a scanning electron microscope or a petri dish to show how much it cleans.